looking ahead, because I'm saying it's moving, there's no time to go back. Do this boundary between low code and pro code actually even matter? Do you think we really like the future we are looking at? There will be labor now. Where is this evolution taking us? Will this evolution mean that there will be pro code developers, low code developers, or will there be a final evolution whereby we don't really care about the difference?
Yeah, that's a tricky question. And I will almost say that we are already in that future you're talking about. And we have been in that future you're talking about for a while now. Because when you look at the history of development, right, it was all pro code. And pro code was the way any sensible enterprise will go. Any enterprise that wants things to be done properly, that they want something enterprise ready. Back in those days, pro code will be the right way to go about it because a lot of the low code tools were not enterprise grade, if you get what I mean.
Yes.
But the reason why I say that we are already in that future is we have very important organizations, very important banks, multi-billion dollar organizations using
Yes.
low code developed tools, and they're using it to support their day-to-day operations. So we're already in that future where low code is as important as pro code. Now, looking ahead, will there be a merging? I really don't think so. What we're going to have is we're going to have a situation where we are using a lot of common tools, but is a pro code developer is a local developer. I think trying to merge those two groups of people is going to be very problematic because there are two different ways of thinking. A local developer is trying to basically what local developers do is they leverage tools created by a pro code developer. So I feel like pro code will always be that
Pro
foundation.
code.
Then low code is like, well, I've built a solid platform for you. You can take this and build on top of it. So if you look at what's on the Power Platform now, a lot of the things that local developers do, they're restricted to what the platform offers, right? Except you now start going into pro code to do some additional customization. But if you're to keep things code completely low code, you are restricted to what the platform offers you.
Does.
So that's a kind of thinking. I say all of that and I look at it, I'm like, well, we're having low code developers writing actual code now. So will there be a merging? And I'm thinking as I speak, right? Will there be a merging? I still don't think there'll be a merging. A local developer writing pro code is still a local developer, it's not a pro code developer. This is a very problematic question.
You should see my face.
And you can see me losing it right now,
I
just
said,
thinking.
I am a pro code, but you know what? I actually believe you, because one thing I learned over the last 2 weeks is that the thing about low code and pro code is our foundations are totally different.
Right.
Is that a low code developer is coming? We were told the way for us, there's an easier way for you to build. You don't
Yeah.
have to go through the rigorous process of building with code. So I think that thinking is always going to be there. We are building in an easier process. Cause I sat down on a call with somebody and they said, "Oh, you think with local developers is they do not understand the foundation of pro code, and so they don't build for scalability." And I asked the person to explain, and they explained it, and I was like, "Oh yes, I see what you mean." So because pro code developers go through different trainings,
Hmm.
the foundation of what they are taught is different, and the foundation of what local developers are taught is different. We will forever build differently. But the only good thing now is that even in pro code, there are still some principles that local developers use that they're able to steal. And this is the first time in a while that local developers are able to take so much principles from pro code developers. We are saying, wow, we love your ALM process. Why don't we take that? We are
Yeah.
saying, we love your usage of specific tools and special tools. Why don't we take that? I think there will always forever be a distinctive difference between the local. Never say never. Maybe we'll become
Yeah,
one
I
family in
think
the
that's
future.
that's
That's the thing.
I
Never
I
say never. We could be
I
this. We could be
was
one.
I was stuck in a loop. You that moment when you're watching Copilot talk to itself. I
Yeah.
know, but what you said is
What you
that's
sure in
literally
3 years' time the lines will not be
yeah,
blurred?
that's
So
literally the loop I found myself.
you guys should tell us what you think. Do you think the lines
Yeah,
will be blurred in 3 years' time? Do you
yeah,
think in 3 years' time there will be no difference? Because it's also very funny is that how we talk about pro code and low code so much. 5 years ago, most pro code developers had to write their code from scratch, and we're in 2026. And some pro code developers, they don't have to do that. All they need to do is put an
yeah,
prompt
yeah,
and their code is being generated. All they need is oversight.
yeah,
So I'm like, if you put a prompt to generate, you see this low code principle I told you we were taking, because what low code developers were doing was there are tools that we use to build applications. We don't
yeah,
have to write code.
yeah.
And now pro code developers are saying there are prompts that we write that we use to generate code.
Yeah. You see why
Do you
I
see?
got same loop, right?
Either generating lines of code, hundreds lines of code that they would have written before. So what now makes a pro code developer now makes a low code developer at this point? Because if you say writing code, I go to VS Code, I do go there, I give prompts and it gives me output. So the lines are really blurring. You see?
I think that's the conclusion.
That's the
The
conclusion.
lines are blurring. But well, I don't know. I don't. Do you want to be a proper developer?
I don't know. I've always not the lines are blurring. I'm like, I do both.
Well, yeah. I
Hey,
just
Claire
want to
does
build
both.
solutions.
We just want to make people's day-to-day life better. Whatever you call us low code, actually use organizations appreciate and makes the day-to-day life of people better. That's the foundation. Is that
Yeah.
I build a solution that makes the turnover for a company better, that makes the HR manager work better. In as much as we get to make the organization work better. Call me low code, call me pro code, call me no code. I'm there. I answer it.
Yeah, because as you say that, even pro code, a lot of the things the edge low code had over pro code, talking about
Yes.
speed, those things are already in pro code now too. So
Yes.
more reason why it feels like there's that merge.
Is that
Because I
major?
know someone who previously used to do a lot of pro code and now he
Yes.
says he can build projects way much quicker than before, leveraging
Wow.
AI tools. So yeah, pro code is the new low code.